Alright, what's up? I'm going to be doing a quick review on the Black Ops 1 and 2 ports that just came out. I'm going to be focusing mainly on the multiplayer because realistically there's no other reason to buy these. That or zombies. So I'm just going to get right into the price here since this is the most controversial thing about this entire release. So if you already have PS Plus, both of them are $20 each. And I guess the way I look at it is if you're not already paying for PS Plus, there's really no reason to buy these. The whole point of this was kind of just to revive the online player base for these old games. So if you don't have PS Plus, you're paying $40 for a campaign and solo zombies. Otherwise, it's $20 and theoretically you could play with your friends. I'll talk more about that later. And the season pass for both games is $10, $30 if you don't have PS Plus. I do think $30 is pretty fucking abysmal though, especially since the deal is really only for a month. And if you didn't know already, these aren't remasters, they're just ports, but there are distinct differences. I'll get into those. And just so I'm not all over the place, I'm going to start with Black Ops 2. I feel like that's what most people are here for anyways. The biggest problem here is the matchmaking. So from my experience, I'm going to try to break it down the best I can. So when I'm by myself and I don't have a party and I join a lobby, it's kind of hard to get a full 6v6 lobby before you load into the game, but that's usually fine because the spots will fill. Well, that's for the first game. After that first game you play with that lobby, it's fucked. Nobody else joins the game at all. So if even one or two people leave, you kind of just have to find a new lobby. And if you're playing with people, if you have a party, it seems to me that nobody can join mid-game whatsoever. It seems like almost once the map is voted on, then nobody else can join the game. And despite playing the shit out of this, I love Black Ops 2, but this is so fucking annoying, dude. Another thing that's broken about the matchmaking is when you're backing out and bringing the party with you, it usually works 2 to 3 times with the party that you have, but after that, the party glitches out, it doesn't reconnect everybody, so everybody has to back out and then try to join the person again, but then the game doesn't let you join them because it thinks that you're still in the game with them. Yeah, I can't lie, the matchmaking really sucks on these games. So back on the 360, there was a default launch setting. So when you launch the game, you could immediately go into multiplayer or zombies, whatever one you picked. They took that out of the ports. I don't really know why. It's not a huge deal, but it is kind of annoying having to like load all the way into the fucking multiplayer every time. And if you didn't know already, they took theater mode out of the game, but I think they had to because that's how people were exploiting and infecting people with mods. So I don't really care. Nobody really cares about theater mode anyway because all modern consoles have like some sort of clipping feature. The party games section of the playlist has been condensed down to just one playlist, which is cool. I actually like this because I feel like in a few months people are going to start dropping off and it's going to be impossible to find people in those games. I am glad that they gave the customization bundle out for free though. This is all the extra class sets and the original DLC camos from BO2. I was pretty surprised they gave this out for free, to be honest. I was kind of sad they didn't bring back the CE digital camo though. This was a reward for getting the Hardened edition back in like 2012. I would have loved to see it. Too bad Iron Galaxy doesn't really know ball. But otherwise, BO2 is just as you remembered. And if I'm being real, I didn't play a whole lot of zombies back in the day on BO2. I kind of stopped after BO1, but I did play a little bit. The only bad part is they didn't bring back leaderboards. I mean, that's one thing for multiplayer. I really don't care about the multiplayer ones, but for zombies, I really feel like they should have brought it back at least for your friends list. And I don't see anybody online talking about this, but there's no Facebook tab. I was really hyped to share all of my clips to my Facebook friends, but I guess that just won't be happening. Okay, now, so what's different about Black Ops 1? Well, all the matchmaking problems I had on Black Ops 2, I seem to have had on this one too. The matchmaking on this game does seem to be a little bit faster, but I never saw anybody join mid-game when I had a party. And the biggest problem with this one is easily the fact that you're never on the same team as the people that you're in a party with. I have no idea how something like this even gets through. Presumably the first thing you would do upon launching one of these games is text your friend and ask when he's gonna get on. But since the fucking lobotomites over at Iron Galaxy couldn't figure out how to do a port correctly, I'm not able to play anything but TDM with my friends on this game. The worst part is you don't even realize it until you kill one of your friends or they kill you. Because if you watch this clip, it looks like they're putting us on the same team, but then when you get into the game, it's just totally randomized. You can see it literally just put my friend on the other team, and then 2 guys disappeared from the lobby somehow. So if you're not just playing this game by yourself, it does kind of suck. Thankfully, the zombies seems to be okay. I didn't play a whole lot of online, but I did play a little bit, and it seemed fine. The leaderboards are obviously gone from this game too, which sucks balls. Wager matches are also gone, which I'm kind of sad about too. I kind of like the idea of gambling your COD points in a game mode, and they didn't condense this one like they did with Black Ops 2. Gun game, sharpshooter, sticks and stones, they all have their own separate playlist. So I do wish they had at least left it as a wager match. The scoreboard on this game is also not toggle, so if you want to mute anyone or look at their player card, good luck. The sniping is really weird on here too. I think it's exactly how it was when Black Ops 1 first came out. You can see in this clip when I scope in, it kind of goes all over the place before it steadies itself. It makes it really hard to quickscope, and honestly, I kind of like this. I'd rather snipers be used for long-range gunfights. When this game came out originally, they patched this and made it easier to snipe, but even after that, they were never really that good, especially compared to Black Ops 2. And one more little annoyance before I wrap this up. When you go to select a contract on here, you can't use the D-pad to scroll through them. I don't really know why, but you gotta use the analog sticks for these. But to be quite honest, it doesn't even really matter to me. I probably won't be playing a whole lot of Black Ops 1 until they fix the matchmaking on here. You know, it's one thing that people don't join mid-game, but it's totally different when you're trying to squad up with your friends and you just keep getting put on separate teams, so you can't coordinate any captures or anything like that. So at the end of the day, if your plan is to get on here and play with all your friends, it's not going to happen. You're kind of stuck on BO2, and for a lot of people that's fine, but I was honestly really hyped to play BO1 again, and this totally ruins it for me. If I can't even play with my friends, it's like, what are we doing here? I just wanted the games to work as they were intended to work and how they did when they came out originally. I see a bunch of people talking online about an FOV slider and no 120 FPS. Like, these games are from the 2010s, the early 2010s. Nobody needs that. Nobody even cares about that. If you're gonna nerd out over not having an FOV slider in a 13-year-old game, I don't know what to tell you, bro. I just sat here and broke down every single problem I think I saw with this game and Black Ops 2. So it's not like I'm bootlicking or I'm slobbing the knob of Activision. I'm just being realistic here. And I just wish the online discussion was focused more on something a little more practical. Maybe a goal we could actually achieve, like bug fixes, not 120 FPS on a game from 2012. I'm over here asking for them to simply just fix the bugs. I played these games when they first came out. I played them growing up. I know they're good. They don't need any fixing. They don't need anything done to them, to be quite honest. I think it was more than enough that they upscaled it, which I was surprised they even did that. And as I'm recording the outro to this video, I go back to Black Ops 1 to record some gameplay, and it's already modded to shit. I run into like a whole bunch of max prestige, 14th prestige guys. I'll show the clips here, but I think I got into one of those XP lobbies where if you just nade yourself, you get like 1 billion XP or whatever. I guess it's better than being aimbotted through a wall and guys having God mode, but it is still like, damn, that kind of sucks because I wanted everybody to be a low level. It was kind of cool that everybody started at the same level again. Nobody had ghosts, so when you used a UAV, everybody showed up on the radar. It was really cool when the game first came out. Call of Duty did actually come out and address this surprisingly on Twitter. They made a tweet about a day ago from when I'm making this, and then they made another one about 9 hours ago saying that they addressed an issue impacting player XP. Players with negative XP got reset to level 20, so thankfully they're at least addressing this and doing something about it. I'm just praying to God that they do something about the matchmaking on both of these games. So yeah, that's pretty much my takes on the Black Ops 1 and 2 ports. I'm going to be doing a lot more reviews on this channel. I'll go more in depth on the other ones, but these games are like, you know, 15 years old or whatever, so I didn't really care to go super in depth on the campaign and story and all that. Everybody already knows this shit. So yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks.